you've ever been told that construction is for women, then this episode is for you. Today, I'm sitting with Legema Blessing, who is a beauty consultant, and she's into woodworks and technology. So, Miss Legema, you're welcome on set with me. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So, I'm well, I'm doing great. So, today we're going to be diving deep into your life, your work, everything that has to do with you. So, first of all, we're going to be starting from your starting point before construction. So, please, can you please introduce yourself properly? Thank you.
Okay. Miss Blessing Legema Osagedua. I hail from Edo State,
Okay.
Benin City precisely,
Okay.
Oredo local government area. Currently running my master program at the University of Benin,
Amazing.
still into this same woodwork and building technology.
Amazing.
I first started with painting. I would say it's something I've been doing all my life. How would I use the word? How did I use the word? Sorry, all my life. I was born into a family, of artisans. I know you are very, very familiar with Egon Street.
Yeah.
That's
Sure,
where I was born and
wow.
raised. So let me say it's an inbuilt stuff, something I
Okay.
grew up with.
That is the artwork, the
Yeah.
drawings.
So along the line, something happened. Let me just fast forward to when I was running my undergraduate program,
Okay.
where I was struggling. Before that program, I've had series of admissions that I had in school, University of Abuja, Asaba, and all that. Because of finance, I had to drop out for a very long time. So I got into University of Benin with the help of late Gabriel Oshode.
Okay.
So I started as a junior staff there, working as a clerical officer, and my salary was
Amazing.
just 23,000 naira
Yes,
then.
at that time. And it's
So-
a big money at that time. It's
Yes,
a bit,
big
it's a
money
bit
then.
okay.
Yeah, but I was managing with it
Amazing.
until this idea came. No, there's this room my dad gave me. He
Okay.
said I'm now an adult, so I should start living in my own separate room,
Oh,
not sleeping with my other siblings.
okay.
So he gave me this room, and I did a perfect finishing in that room. Let's see the painting I worked on. So I posted it on my Facebook, and lo and behold, I started getting comments and all that.
Wow.
People were so amazed, and they were like, "How did you do this? How did you come up
Okay.
with this abstract design?"
Yeah.
So I started telling them this is what I did, and a particular client, reached out to me and asked me to do the same for him. So I went. I did the same. I didn't really charge much because I was still finding it out to believe
that you're calling me for that. Yeah.
So I carried out the painting, and this man paid me. No, the money wasn't that big, 15,000 at that time, but it was big to
This
me.
was worth it because it was your handwork.
So a friend of mine too, a colleague rather, called me to do the same for her. She was not having any money at hand then. So I went, I did the job for her. So her dad saw the painting, and then he called me to come and do the same for him.
Wow.
So I went to his house. I did a perfect job. So a friend of his saw the painting and called me
There again.
to come and do a painting for him too.
Wow.
So this time around, I left Edo State down to Ogun State, reading camp. Gave me a massive duplex project.
And
which
that
I
was
did,
your first
and that was my
project?
first millionaire project. Breakthrough.
What year was that?
I think that should be 20. I think it should be 2007.
Wow.
So I was so amazed. That was when it dawned on me that I can actually make money from these skills of mine. So I started doing, series of designs. I'll just be uploading. Boom. And I started seeing my other job, my Uniben job, as the job I was going to leave because it was no longer paying me the money
that you're
I was
making
earning.
now.
But there was another discomfort that was coming from it because I get to travel. At the same time, I would still have to come to work. And then also the late memory, blessed memory, was this type of VC that will move from one office to another office to
another.
check if
The
staff are
workers, yeah,
actually in their
they're
seats
there.
working. So each time my colleague will just come, Oshodi will be coming to our department today. Oh, make sure that you are around. So when they give me that information, I'll rush down to Benin, sit, sign my monthly return. So it got to the point I started telling them, I'm not sure I can continue with this job because it's not paying me the way I actually want.
Yeah.
And as at that time, I was still schooling. So my salary was not really encouraging because of my
Yes, cool.
academic
Yeah.
level then. So fast forward to when I decided to take my decision. I just told them I can't. And before I took my decision, each time, every month, I'll be sending my colleagues money to grease their pan, to cover for me. There are other times when there's no job, I'll just come over and then I'll sit. I'll be at the office. So it got to the point I was no longer having passion for this government civil service work.
Yeah.
So all my attention and everything was now focusing
On your artwork.
on my artwork. I started creating decor, wall decors, and other, beautiful piece for decorating homes. Then I decided to, tender my resignation. But my dad was like, no, don't do that.
Exactly. Because
Don't do that.
what
So
will
I
your
went
dad
for
say?
leave of absence for a year to see if I can actually stay without the job. So after 1 year, I renewed my leave of absence. Found out that I can actually do
without
better
a
than,
job.
and what I have achieved so far is way greater than what
The job
I'm
would
going
have
to
given you.
achieve in that government job. So I just decided to tender my resignation, and then I started my own business. So I moved ahead to register my company, and then started doing my. There are times when jobs don't come, then I'll be using that time to produce crafts, flower vase, and other beautiful decor. And before you know, I moved to the next level.
Has there been any challenges regarding your what you do? Have you had challenges with clients and all that?
Yeah, there are lots of challenges, especially my gender aspects.
Exactly, being a
Yeah,
woman.
yeah, and there are times when you meet this set of clients, they want to take advantage of you because they already know, we are more in the industry.
Okay.
My kind are more. So if I lose the job, there are other,
People that will get
other
it.
artisans too or consultants that will be willing to get it.
Yeah.
So some job comes with terms and conditions, and when you don't apply or go ahead with, or let me say, agree with their terms and
Yeah.
conditions, rather, you are likely to lose the job.
Wow.
I think I've lost about a 360 something million naira job.
Oh my
Yeah,
word.
from Abuja because I didn't give in to the man. And I was also scared because as at that time, there was this
Wow.
trending stories where girls were being killed.
Yeah.
And there's certain places in Abuja where I'm not going to mention,
Okay.
where I heard about a particular lady, she's also into this business, where her body was dumped somewhere. So I really don't know what happened.
Okay.
But that's news got me worried. And
Okay.
I was really careful not to, fall victim and all that.
Okay.
At times, all that glitters
No
are not
God.
gold. And when you run after it, you end up falling victims. Some
That's
persons are
true.
just there after what they can get from you. Some are
Yeah.
demons,
That's true.
So you just need to be careful. I've also encountered a client in Enugu who happens to be a ritualist. Yeah. So what saved me that time was that man, probably as at that time, was not really after, what did I put it? Maybe somebody or ritual,
Yeah.
how do
Yeah.
they call
So.
them? Maybe they are victim or all that.
Okay. Okay.
He was actually after, working on his house, renovating his house. But he
Yeah.
gave us strict instruction not to enter a
A
particular
particular
room.
room.
And he also told my
Wow.
boys that, if you want to get rich quick, This is what it does. The only stuff you have, price you will pay, you will not bathe with water. So my boy told me that, in fact, the whole of that week, I didn't sleep with my two eyes closed in the house.
Oh my goodness.
So the moment we rounded off that job, we left the
Gosh.
place. We were so happy. So most times, you just need to be very, very prayerful.
Yeah.
At the same time, be alert. Be watchful. Always make inquiries of where you are going, to be certain about the places you are going. Especially my gender, we are vulnerable.
That's true.
We are vulnerable.
That's true.
So if anybody is telling you that this job does not come with a risk, it's a big lie. Be good at what you are doing. Deliver your job very well. And when your ways are right with God, you will not miss it.
Yeah. Being the fact that you're a woman also
Yeah,
make it even more difficult.
very difficult.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm going to ask you another question here. You know, we talked about your challenging times, you know, when it comes to your work. And we talked about you talked about being disrespected as well, you know, client wanting to get something in exchange for the job and all of that. So in this case, what do you have to say? There are a lot of people, a lot of women that wants to get into jobs that men do, most especially construction works, you know, hard works, like the woodworks you do. What do you have to tell them? Because they might feel discouraged at some point, you know, at some point. I want to stop. Well, let me just focus on something else or do something else, or getting discouraged by a member of their families, their father, their mother, to get something female usually do, like tailoring, you know, and all that. What advice do you have to give to those people?
First, to be into this line of business, it not be something you have passion for. If you don't have interest for it, there is no way you want to do it. If you venture into it, you are still going to learn. You leave it because it's not something you have flair for.
Okay.
So you must have passion for it. If it's something you really want to do, nothing will discourage you. Just like
That's
I keep
true.
pushing. I would rather be seeing the positive side of it than the negative side.
Right?
And I also make sure that whatever I am doing is right with God and humanity.
Amazing.
So once you get that fast straight, you are good to go.
Okay. That's good. Another question that came to my mind as we were talking, you know, at times, okay, you talked about being compared. Have you ever been compared to someone, a guy that is into
colleague.
into what you do?
Several times I have. There's a particular scenario that happened where, in fact, female clients are more difficult to work with than the male clients.
Okay.
The male clients, they want to have one or two things to do with you. Not all.
Okay.
Then the female clients, they are ready to, in fact, drain the life out of you. In fact, they will tell you everything on this earth just to bring you down. But if you don't know yourself, it will get into you.
That's discouraging.
Yeah. My female clients are more difficult to work with. There are times after doing the job they want you to do, they'll come back to you and they're like, no, please, can you just do it like this? Not minding, or probably they don't know that you've put in effort and resources, materials to do that particular design. And they will come back again. Can you please just change it? And by the time you start suggesting, we need to buy this, get this again. In fact, I will tell you the story of your life. If it's this other person, they will not do this to me. If it's this person, they will not do this. Oh, I would have used this person. Madam, the truth is this.
Challenging.
If you are using this other person and you've told this person to do this design A for you, and this person have gone his way to do design A to 70 or 60%, you're not coming back again, let's do design C. And you want the other person to remove it. What about the resources, the material, everything he has done, used? Will that just go down the drain? So there are so many stuff as a consultant or as a business person, as an entrepreneur that we are. You must learn to tolerate. You must learn to accommodate all kind of clients. Because at the end of the day, that's what is going to tell the kind of person you are.
Wow.
It's going to tell your personality and how you handle your business. In fact, no business is easy. They all come with their various challenges. So how you deal with it, how you
Matters a
manage it,
lot.
is what now differentiates you
From
from
others.
other persons. So for that brand name, for that, for you to get to the top, to the peak of your dream, you must be ready and willing to tolerate.
Wow, amazing. So, in the line of your job right now, I want to ask a question. Have you ever lost money? Most times clients will ask you to use your money as startup. At the end of the day, they might say, "Oh, I don't want you anymore. I need someone else." Have you ever experienced that? Because I've heard a lot of people experience such a thing. You get a contract and they ask you to use your money first to start up. At the end of the day, they will tell you, "No, we don't want this anymore. We don't like your work." Or getting someone else, and you've used resources for that. Did you
Yeah.
get refunds, or you count it as lost or something? Or has it ever happened to you, such
Yeah,
a
it has
thing?
happened to me on several occasions where I run into losses rather than gaining. I would to also end up using my resources
To
to
cover
complete
up.
the project. You see, business is all about being able to manage your client's resources. And there are other times the workers you are working with,
Wait.
they might cost you wastage if you're not supervising well, if you're not following up the way you're supposed to follow up. Some workers can go as far as stealing materials.
That's true.
Some can go as far as, wasting materials in times of, carrying out the job.
Yeah, that's
Then
true.
there are some that after paying, you will not even see them. You start looking for them.
Wow.
That's why most times we advise that if you are into this business, make sure you know everything about this business. Otherwise, your workers that you are relying on,
Yeah,
in fact, they'll use you to shine
that's so true.
and you will not run at loss.
At
But
lost.
when you already know everything about the business, you know the foundation, you know what needs to be
You're
done,
done.
you'll be able to manage it well and you gain. You make
Amazing.
the profit you're supposed to make out of it.
Amazing. Amazing. So I'm going to ask you this question. Where did you see women like yourself in construction in the next 5 years?
Uh, Presently, in fact, I'm overwhelmed with the rate at which women are tripping into
Into
this
construction.
construction
Wow.
industry. If you go to school, you see a lot of women into interiors.
Wow.
Go to vocational studies, you see a lot of women into building and woodworks. You go to universities, you see a lot of women into engineering, civil engineering.
Wow.
A lot of women are, taking it upon themselves. Not just because they are women and they feel they will have advantage or edge
Yeah.
over the men because of their gender. No, because they have
Passion.
passion for it
Right.
and they want to do it. That's it.
So in the next 5 years, you feel women are taking over?
Yeah, they will.
Amazing.
Not like they will take over, but
Completely,
the
no.
percentage will
Yeah, we
increase.
increase.
Yeah.
That's good. So I want you to tell us more about how to look. A lot of people have heard you and they know what you're doing and they'll want to, patronize you, call you for work. How would they contact you? So I want you to tell us more about where they can reach you, how they can reach you, if you're on social media and all that.
Okay. I'm on social media, Odua Legema.
Okay.
Then my page address, Be Exceptional Painters and Room Managers,
Okay.
BFPAM Nigeria Limited.
Okay.
I'm also on Instagram, same
Okay.
name. I'm on LinkedIn, the same name.
Okay.
Then my WhatsApp number is also attached to my page profile.
Okay, so it's going to be showing on the screen. So please patronize her. You've seen she's very good at what she does. And if you're a woman and you're looking forward to be into what she does, you can contact her. I'm sure you do trainings for women as
Yeah,
well.
I do.
Because I saw a video, I think the video we played, I saw a video where you talked about teaching women how to, that's amazing.
Yeah, I think that video was a documentary carried out by UK Head in
Okay,
collaboration with NATIP.
Okay.
So my story was used to motivate other young
Other
girls
young girls.
to stop illegal migration,
Wow,
to
amazing.
encourage young girls to explore opportunity here. Actually, God helped me, saved me there. Otherwise, I
Okay.
would have been a victim.
Okay, I need to hear that story.
All right. I think in my there was a time in my family's life when
Okay.
we were going through difficult times.
Okay.
So I was forced to walk along the streets
Are you
to sell in the
serious?
market. Not really forced. No, we'll
So
have
the
to do
situation
everything to
forced you to
support
do
the,
that, not
yeah,
that family forced you
yeah.
to do that, yeah.
So each time I go out to walk pure water, most especially at that upper market, there's a particular place there behind the market there,
Okay.
close to Bobby's house. This lady, I don't want to mention her name,
Okay.
will approach us, always, discuss with me and my other friends
Okay.
that there are some set of persons coming all the way from abroad that wants to carry us, take us to, Europe to
Yeah.
make money, and we'll be able to take care of our family and do well for ourselves. But be that my family were this type that was exposed, and I was also opportune to know that there are some certain things that usually happen then
Yeah.
over there. So I was always thinking of the negative side of it.
Okay.
So I think some months later, I didn't see some of my friends that we were walking water together.
Wow.
The rumors started spreading that they have left to
God.
Italy and all that. So I didn't change my mind.
Okay.
I didn't decide I was going to go because I was already aware
Yeah.
that HIV is real.
Real. And you're
Uh,
aware of what they're going there to do as well.
So I didn't follow, I didn't go. So I just stayed put and keep up with what I was doing and all that.
Doing.
Until when I heard about this, my friend, sorry, I don't want to, let me not mention her name.
Yeah.
Her family cried out that she died in the sea.
Oh my.
That just
Oh
changed
my.
my mind completely,
See
that
that
I'm
is
not going that way
way.
at all. So
Wow.
I changed my mind. So in the course of this, my business and training of guests, a client who saw me shared my story on a platform, and UK aid government saw
Wow.
it. So they came
That's
over
the
to
story, the
Nigeria.
video that I
Yeah,
saw.
they came over to Nigeria and did a documentary of me and put it out there.
Wow.
So they make me their brand ambassador here in Benin to
Amazing.
encourage young girls to explore opportunity. That if I can make it here, they too can also make it. And if they must travel, they would have to take the legal way and the right route to travel abroad.
Wow. Wow. Amazing.
Thank you.
Gosh, this is amazing. Yeah. So now you can run free training for people that cannot afford
I
to
run
pay
free
proper.
parents training. Yeah.
Okay, and you also run paid ones as well if you want to go deeper into it. Okay, so young girls, young lady out there, so you say you can actually do something for yourself here. You don't need to go sell your body. I'm not trying to discourage you from what you're doing, but the right thing is, the truth is, you can make it here in Nigeria. It's good to travel hard, but when you're going there to do something proper, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. So, Miss Blessing Owa is running a free course for young ladies. And if you want the pay one, you want to go advanced in the business, there is a pay one that you can actually do. So contact her. Our contact is already showing on the screen. Please contact her because I know you're going to do great in the business. So construction is also for women, just as we've said. So get into it. So thank you for coming, Miss Blessing Legema. I'm so blessed to have you here. So I've learned a lot that women can do more. That women can do, and that saying that they usually say that women can do better. They used to say women can do more, as in women can do better than a man or something. There's a way they used to say women can do more better, and that's what you've proven. And I'm so glad to have you here. Thank you for being here. And I'm sure a lot of people out there have learned from your story. So I want to say thank you for participating on today's episode. If you have stories like this that can change lives and touch lives of people out there, kindly come and share with us. You can send us a message through our social media platform. We're on every social media platform. So kindly reach out to us and come share your story. One or two people are willing to hear what you have to say, and they are definitely going to learn from your stories, and it's going to change a lot of people's life. So don't keep that story to yourself. Don't keep that experience to yourself. Come out and share it because people are willing to hear it. Thank you and stay connected.